standing outside the Hockey Hall of Fame here on Monday, November the 9th, 2009. Here comes someone right here. And that's Darren Pang of the Phoenix Coyotes. Mr. Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, the great one himself.
Wayne.
Wayne Gretzky, the great one himself. I remember doing a very memorable interview with him and none other than the Golden Brett Hull. I wonder what happened to a wine he stole. Wayne Gretzky's unoaked white Chardonnay, I think it was. And everybody was shouting Wayne for some reason. I think Darren Pang's the real star. He just doesn't want to admit it. He didn't say a word, Darren Pang. Can you send a shout out to KayvonTV?
Where are they from? Thank you.
From Toronto.
Mike.
Can you send a shout out to KayvonTV?
Mike, can I get you to sign that for me?
If you don't mind, sir.
Shout out.
KayvonTV.
Shout out. Kayvon.
Thank you very much.
I didn't mean to.
That was Mike Modano, the captain of the Dallas Stars, a good teammate and friend of Mr. Brett Hull. Mr. Brett Hull is actually being inducted tonight, and his father, Mr. Bobby Hull, is here in the flesh. And of course, Mr. Wayne Gretzky, a really good friend of not only the Golden Brett, but Stevie Y, Steve Yzerman, and of course Luc Robitaille, of whom he played with the Los Angeles Kings during the heydays of the early 90s, making ice hockey in the city of LA and the state of California ever more popular. Good to see you.
Hey, how are you, man?
Hi, love.
Can you send a shout out to KayvonTV? That's a silver fox Cliff Fletcher right there, saying hello to KayvonTV, the best general manager. The best general manager in the history of the NHL, the Silver Fox himself, Cliff Fletcher. There's no trade you ever regretted making, right, Mr. Fletcher?
Well, there's a few.
But not like the one Doug Risebrough did with the Flames and the Leafs. Thank you, Fletcher. Great guy. Always a great guy. I like Fletcher. And we've seen a lot of people so far here at the Hall of Fame. Many members of the Hockey Hall of Fame from years past and prior. There's been a lot of action going on here and on this red carpet at the 2009 Hockey Hall of Fame inductions ceremony gala here in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Shrine of Hockey itself, the Hockey Hall of Fame. Monday, November the 9th, 2009 being the night that history happens. Steve Yzerman, Stevie Y himself, Brett Hull, Brian Leach, and of course lucky Luc Robitaille. What a great class, probably the most impressive and prestigious class that will ever be inducted.
Louisville.
From Mr. Rick Pitino to KayvonTV. Shout out to KayvonTV. Cheers, thank you. Rick Pitino of Boston College fan.
Louisville, man. Hey, Boston College.
Come on, NCAA. That's Rick Pitino right there. Boston Celtics legend. You regret drafting out. Let me get this question wrong. Do you regret drafting Antoine Walker?
Yes.
Rick Pitino? I don't know why Rick Pitino would be at an ice hockey event like this. Dual sportsman. Rick Pitino's a legend.
How you doing?
Mr. Trottier, sir, how are you enjoying your Hockey Hall of Fame weekend thus far?
Very nice.
I enjoy Hall of Fame weekend.
Every year?
Every year.
That's Brian Trottier, by the way, still working for the New York Islanders, the team he had such great glory with, winning the Cups in the 80s with the New York Islanders against my great Edmonton Oilers. Mr. Brett Hull is on his way. He's coming right this way. He's going to be dropped off at the Hockey Hall of Fame. This is going to be really exciting to see the Golden Brett. There he is, the Golden Brett. There he goes, Mr. Brett Hull. This is unreal. The Golden Brett Hull just making his grand entrance into the Hockey Hall of Fame entrance here at Brookfield Place in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada on Monday, November the 9th, 2009. Bart Hull over there, is that Bart? His brother Bart Hull used to play for the Ottawa Rough Riders of the Canadian Football League. As you can see, I had a bit of an altercation. There's Mr. Robert Marvin Hull right there. There he is, the man himself, the father of his players. The
Bobby!
Golden Jet, the Golden Jet, Bobby Hull. The great Golden Jet, Bobby Hull. The Golden Jet. He said, yeah, I love him. Oh my goodness, look over there. I think that's the Moose. That's Mark Messier over there. That's Mark Messier.
Mark, can you please sign a puck?
Sorry, guys.
Mr. Messier, how are you doing, Moose?
Doing great.
Mark, can you sign a puck, please?
Very good.
Are you still using your code effects? It's just ginseng, really. You're such a charmer, Moose. You're such a charmer, mate. That was Mark Messier over there. He's actually English, if you don't believe me. Well, at least his brother, Paul Messier, who played in the National Hockey League like himself, was actually born and raised in England. And his father, Doug, is also an Englishman. So Mark Messier is an honorary Englishman and a Hockey Hall of Famer and the roommate and teammate of my favourite player when he was on the Oilers, Glenn Anderson. Mr. Mike Ilitch of the Detroit Red Wings. Trying to manoeuvre.
We've been trying to chop down the tree. We haven't got a yet.
You've got to love the Little Caesars pizza. He owns them and the Detroit Red Wings. So he's the guy who started a pizzeria in the Detroit area. Will go on to run one of the greatest NHL franchises of all time. What's your favourite pizza topping at Little Caesars? Yes, is the answer to that.
Marcel, can you sign a puck, please?
You guys are lucky it's not raining.
Mr. Dion, sir, can I get a shout out to KayvonTV?
What? Kayvon what? Cable TV? I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. You're watching Marcel Dion on TV. That's right. You want to know him?
Martin Brodeur going right by. Mr. Statsny. Hey. Good to see you, sir. I was Mr. Peter Statsny of the formerly of the New Jersey Devils, Quebec Nordique legend, one of the greatest players to ever come out of Europe, a member of the head of commerce at the European Union, fantastic player, great guy, Mr. Peter Statsny. Mr. Boy is sounding over here. Mr. Moose Messier, there he is, Mr. Moose Messier.
How are you?
Hey, back up. All right?
It can't get much better than that, folks. With the NHL, the coolest game on earth, and the shrine of hockey itself, the Hockey Hall of Fame here at Brookfield Place. I'm Kayvon, you're watching KayvonTV. We've got the sports players on lock, and certainly ice hockey being a huge focus of KayvonTV in seasons past, and of course this one. So if you keep watching, I might just keep ending up with a black eye, because it's a really rough game, isn't it? Real rough sport. It's not like tennis, not a gentlemanly sport, that's for sure, that ice hockey. I've seen pretty much the who's who, a plethora of ice hockey greats here at the Hockey Hall of Fame this evening. I mean, Mark Messier, the Moose himself. I mean, the great one, number 99, Wayne Gretzky.
How come these people aren't signing any autographs? What kind of athletes?
They're ice hockey players.
Ice hockey players?
Yeah.
That don't sign
They don't
any
sign
autographs?
No, they don't sign autographs, but they do give a shout out to KayvonTV, and that's what's most important. That's why we're here to film. If we don't ask for autographs, we can still film them. If we do ask for autographs, we're on our way out that door right there.
Did one of those hockey players give you that black eye?
Yeah, I actually had pushed Michel Goulet a little too far on the questions last night, and Michel was drinking a little heavily, but you know, I don't blame him. He's French Canadian. There are a lot of French Canadians in the league, mind you. Claude Lemieux and Stéphane Richer, who are in town to shoot the Battle of the Blades with Craig Simpson and Katarina Witt being a guest judge there. That's over at Maple Leaf Gardens tonight. But right here at the Hockey Hall of Fame, you've got the Wayne Gretzkys, the Brett Hulls, the Bobby Hulls, the Harry Howells, the Cliff Fletchers, the Rick Pitino's. I mean, Rick Pitino.